What's up, everybody? Joe White here. I am the Masked Avenger. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, Lord. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I gave a brief review last night of, the AEW show. As I said, this is it's the best wrestling pay-per-view I've seen since WrestleMania 17, 2001, so 20 years. It's the best wrestling pay-per-view in the last 20 years. I enjoyed it immensely. Kingston and Miro was fucking amazing. It was the brawl that I hoped it would be. Miro won. I'm glad Miro won. I'm not the biggest Eddie Kingston fan. But it was a good match. Really good. Let's see, what else happened? Punk and Darby was really, really good. Punk needs to get in shape. I think he regrets not doing any in-ring training prior to this now. And one of the reporters in the big media scrum called him out on it. And good for you, dude. All of the other Access media, like Sean Ross Sapp and that Denise Sel Deco, whatever her name is, I can't stand her. They were like ragging on the guy afterwards for asking the question. I'm glad somebody has the balls to do it. Let's see, God, there was so much good shit. The cage match. It was a good cage match. It was probably one of the best cage matches I've ever seen. And it was really, really good up until the spot where they're standing in a circle and they're super kicking each other in the circle and they're clotheslining each other in the circle. And that just, I hate shit that looks planned like that. Going back to Darby and Punk, there were some comparisons on Twitter about a 1995 match between Bret Hart and the 1-2-3 Kid, Sean Waltman, a 95 WWF match, and there's a lot taken from that match. And what does it say about that time period in WWE when the business was at its lowest as far as that lull went? You know, you had the Attitude Era came afterward, but from about 1991 through 1996, the business was the shit. And that, to take a match from then that was really good and recreate that, so to speak, and make it better, kudos to them. That's good stuff. Oh, man, what else? Chris Statlander and Britt Baker, very good. Sorry, I'm hitting bumps here. I'm traveling over here to Nestle down here in Indianapolis. I enjoyed it. They worked hard. I'm curious to see what Ruby Riott does, or Ruby Soho, excuse me. Big debut for her. The Tessa Blanchard chants went out with half of them wanting Tessa and the other half saying, no, we don't. I gotta tell you, I love Tessa Blanchard's work, but her attitude, man, just does not make me want to see her come in. It's such a positive thing. Everybody says it's such a positive atmosphere. Do you really want negativity in the locker room right now? And Tony Khan is not I don't think he's afraid to cut weight when it comes to cut bait. So if there's any negativity in the locker room, then he's gonna, he'll get rid of it. But I don't think we'll see Tessa Blanchard in there for now. The Paul White thing was what it was. It was good for what it was. Nice little filler there between the main event and the co-main event. The main event between Kenny and fucking Christian. I thought this match was better than their other match. that they had a few weeks ago. Fuck, man. 4.5 stars easily. Kenny worked his ass off in this match. Christian worked his ass off in the match. And, just every match on this card was amazing. Every match on this card was great. Overall, the pay-per-view, if I had to give it a 1 out of 10 rating, 9.5, easily. There are a couple things that really irked me, like in that cage match, but 9.5, easily. Then you had the big debuts, of course, Adam Cole, baby, and Bryan Danielson. The crowd, the babies got thrown in the air. As I said, Tony Khan said, fuck it. It's the biggest show of the year for us. I'm going to blow my wad all in one shot. Man, did he. I think that they have that Arthur Ashe show in 2 weeks. And now they have an opportunity to stack that card. And all these wrestlers are coming in. Daniel Bryan, of course, did not have much negative to say about WWE. Primarily because his father-in-law works there. And technically his wife still kind of works there. I see him going back in a few years once he gets the bug out of his system again. Because he acted like, not that he, I just get a vibe from Daniel Bryan that, okay, I'm going to come out here, I'm going to work my list of matches that I want to work, and then I'm going to go back there and make more money. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he never goes back there. I did not, the reason why, the 9.5, another thing, was we got WWE Daniel Bryan. We're going to get an ROH style work rate, but I wanted the bald head. I wanted the final countdown to play, and we did not get either of that. We got yes, Daniel Bryan. I don't like the fact that these AEW crowds are doing the yes gimmick. I don't like it. That's a WWE thing. And AEW needs to be the furthest thing away from WWE as it can. And again, that's not AEW's fault. Again, my problem is with wrestling fans. And it all boils down to the way they act and everything. I got called out on AC's podcast by White House saying that the ROH crowd was a Joe White crowd. The crowd tonight was a bit of a Joe White crowd. They no stupid beach balls. There was no, there were no nursery rhymes, none of that. And I like it. I've been enjoying the AEW crowds lately. But the yes thing, we got to stop that bullshit. I don't want to say it's too PG for AEW, but it is. It's too PG for AEW. So, sorry, my Qualcomm is going to ding at you here in a second. Overall, just a really great fucking show. Tony Khan he earned Booker of the Year. He's going to win it again this year, and rightfully so. Mainly because he's willing to spend money and bring in good talent. Now, how he books that talent without alienating the locker room that was already there, and how you balance out and don't completely bury the people who brung you to the dance and the people who brung these guys in. You can't alienate the people who put on such a good product that these outside talents like Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, it's because of the people who are already there. They even said it in the media scrum. Looking at that talent made them want to come there. So you can't alienate them. But at the same time, you do have new talent that you need to feature. I'm curious to see what they do Wednesday. We're going to get Minoru Suzuki versus Jon Moxley in Jon Moxley's hometown. We're going to get hear from Ruby Soho, who broke down in tears because she's so happy to be there, and I'm happy that she's there. A lot of people forget back when she was Heidi Lovelace on the Indies, she was damn good. So I'm just curious to see where it all goes from here. I'm kind of with AC where I've kind of sworn off WWE. WWE right now has nothing. I don't like Roman Reigns as a heel or a babyface. I've never been a fan of his. I've never been a fan of his work. So there's nothing there that entices me at all. I'm curious to see how Wednesday goes. Hawk versus Andrade is going to happen on Friday. They're going to tape it Wednesday. I'm curious to see how that is because it's only going to be, I think, Andrade's second match ever. God, they're screwing the pooch with that guy. But we'll see how it goes. Remember, if you see a big rig on the road, do not tailgate us. Let us over if we need to get over. If you can't see our mirrors, we can't see you. And we'll see it down the road as the light reflects in from the window. It's 9:30 in the morning. What more do you want? We'll see.